This is the Best or Worst podcast. And now, here are your hosts, Koji Stephen Sakai and M. Martin Mapoma.
All righty. Welcome. This is Koji.
And this is Martin.
Messed up again. All right. This is episode number 49. Our society is so focused on celebrity, we sometimes forget that regular people lead interesting lives too. Best or worst moment of your life? Hosts Koji, that's me, and Martin are here to let your story out. We put people on the spot. What are you going to hear? It could be funny. It could be poignant. It could be sad. You'll know when we know. Best or worst is now a twice weekly podcast. On Tuesdays, we get to know our guest. And on Thursdays, we ask them for their best and worst moment. And this is the Thursday show. So this is where we ask our guests the best or worst moment. Earlier this week, we got to know him a little. So if you haven't had a chance to check that episode out, please do. We had a really great time. I mean, I don't think I've laughed that hard in an interview for a while now. So that was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
But now we're at that point where we're going to ask our guest whether we want to hear the best or worst episode. Martin, do you want to hear the best or worst from our guest, Joey?
You know what? From Joey, no. Joey's been through so much. And he's so inspirational as it is. I want to hear the best because I think Joey's story is pretty amazing. Okay. I really do.
I'll go with your gut instincts. So, Joey, why don't you tell us the best moment of your life? And just before you get started, you know, what we always say is don't choose things like, you know, your
birth of a child,
or meeting somebody, because then
bringing a new puppy home.
Yeah, those are too easy unless there's something like special about it that's different than a normal like. So anyway, so Joey, what is your best moment?
Best moment when I lost my virginity, man. Oh my gosh.
Word.
Yeah. Because you know what was crazy is when you have no experience, right? It's all about freestyle. I had no experience, you know, and what was weird is like I didn't know where things were, man. I'll be honest. I didn't know where things were. And there was so much, you know, there was like, and because here's the thing is I lied. The girl said, you know, you've done it before, right? I said, of course. She goes, all right. She goes, well, if you're ready, I'm ready. I said, well, let's go then. What are we waiting for? She took off her clothes so fast, and I was still talking in my underwear for like a half hour. I was so nervous. I was talking in my underwear. And I mean, this is the first time I've grown pubes. So it's not even trimmed. And man, it looked like a pillow. It was like my underwear was pillow. I was so embarrassed to pull down my underwear. I was so embarrassed. And it was 3 p.m. And I was like, man, can we turn off some lights or the sun? Turn off everything, moon. I was like trying to black out. I put like my starter jacket. I had a starter jacket. I was trying to black it out.
Who loses their virginity at 3 p.m. in the afternoon?
Yeah, 3 p.m.
Please tell me it was a weekday.
Yeah, it was a weekday.
Wait. How old were you?
17.
17. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the summer, I'm hoping.
No.
Yeah.
Was after school?
Yeah. It was right before summer. Yeah, right before summer. Everyone was pressuring me, man. They're like, man, you did it. I said, yeah, I did it. I was the crew. I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it was man, and I was playing like I played stylistics. It was it was oh my gosh. Okay, I remember right now. I'm singing in my head right now because I remember taking off my underwear real slow.
I feel like I'm about to lose my black card because you're gonna ask me, Mark, what's that song? I'll be like, oh.
Yeah, it was a song by the Stylistics. It was Makeup to Break Up. There you go.
Makeups to break up.
Yeah, falsetto. And I was trying to sing because when I was young, I could sing. I was trying to sing to her, you know, in falsetto too at the same time. So nervous. I was on top. My arms were shaking like this. I was so nervous.
Wow.
Shaking. And it was and Makeup to Break Up was playing, and I didn't even know what cool things to say. Like, you know, I was like, hey, you like that? You like that? We didn't start yet. I was just shaking, trying to like, you like that?
So what was the oh damn moment? Because I know I had one of those my first time.
Wow. I was just it was just so fast. It was just so like immediate.
You just went back there, didn't you?
Yeah, it was over, and she just looked at me like, oh my God. And I was already Capri Suns. I had the Capri Suns just ready. I was a gentleman. I was all trying to put it in for her. I was like, but I was just like, yes. Because I was like, man, I'm a man. Oh, man.
Wait, so where was this, at the girl's house or your house?
My house, yeah.
Your house, okay, in your room.
Unfortunately, it wasn't my best performance, but you know what? Sometimes you just gotta jump.
Did she give you a redo? Did she give you a redo?
Yeah. There was a redo, but it was more like a refund. She was like, God dang it.
Wait. So how long was this happy moment?
Without exaggerating, probably like a minute and 30 seconds.
Oh, that's pretty good for a first time.
Yeah.
What was the most surprising part? I mean, just
how much I enjoyed it. I don't think she liked it. Because I would line myself up back then, so I had a mirror and it was facing me, and I was like, oh, it would look pretty cool because I was biting my lip. And I just caught myself in the mirror. I was like,
did she ever find out it was your first time?
Yeah. No. She'll see this. Oh man, I was dusting myself off like I did work.
Were your parents home, or were they not?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. But all my older cousins, they were just far more advanced than me, and they'd always talk about it. I'd be in the circle, just like, yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I was a late bloomer as well, so I was the same way, man. I lied my ass off until it finally happened.
I remember the first time I hooked up was I thought that I mean, I understood what was going on, but I didn't, because I was like, "Oh shit, did I get the girl pregnant?" Even though we're wearing condom, because because all I heard is people getting pregnant, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Because I was dating an older girl. She was like 21, and I was 16.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was just like a really weird. And I just remember thinking like, "Oh fuck, did I fuck my life up by having a baby?"
Oh geez. Oh my god.
Because you know what? There's no practice before it. It's just like, man. It's like the first time you have to improvise, and I go, how do I look cool at the same time, but my arms are shivering? Like, shivering, but I'm biting my lip trying to look cool.
What would you have told yourself? What would you have told yourself if you could go back and tell yourself right before this moment? What would you have said to yourself?
Oh my gosh. I think I would have, I think just be more calm. Because when I knew it was coming, like I've never seen a naked woman before, so I was so nervous that I was afraid to look up and down. I was like looking at her eyes, but then I looked at you're not supposed to look at boobs. Like, oh my God, there's boobs.
Because you know what, they can tell when it's your first time, because you just get like.
It was so bad. Like I didn't have moves yet. I have moved, and then I think at one time, like my arms were like pulling on her hair right here, and then and my arms like that. I was moving. She was like and I thought I was doing work. Really, her sideburns was being. I had my watch on her sideburn. It was just pressing right there.
I think this is the most honest, best moment of our lives that we've had on. Man, because I'm sure a lot of guys would want to talk about this, because I know for a lot of guys, this has to be their best moment. This just as a man.
Oh man, it was a combination of my worst and best moment, if you want to put those together.
Yeah.
And my outfit, man, we both had biker shorts on.
What?
Yes.
Wait, why would you wear biker shorts in general? But
back in the day?
I never wore biker. Is that what they did in San Francisco?
Yeah, Hammer Road. Hammer was rocking them.
I thought he wore
I
the big
remember those
pants.
days.
Didn't he
Yeah,
wear the
with
big
patent leather shoes. And so I was like, man, and we all started wearing them. But I was wearing them with like a fanny pack to,
And you still got laid.
I got a picture of it too. I got two fanny packs. I got one here and one here to look to make it masculine, Yeah. But I remember I went to summer school, my biker shorts. These sisters was dying. They were rolling. As soon as I walked in, they were dying.
That's hilarious.
Oh, he really evidently. Oh, he really evidently. I was like, I want to go home now. I want to go home.
Wow, that's awesome, man. That's really, really cool.
And when you look back at this moment, I mean, do you ever think about this moment outside of like right now? But did you ever think about this moment and kind of think about how does it make you feel now?
Oh man, you know what? It always brought anxiety. Like after that, like for a split second of flashbacks to that.
Really?
Yeah. Just like because I was embarrassed because I was shaking, like my hands were shaking. That's like, man, when you see someone shaking, that doesn't look calm, smooth, seductive.
Do you think she had? Go ahead.
I was doing the beta male push-ups.
Do you think she had any idea at all?
I'm sure in my performance, yes, definitely. Yeah. Because the only thing I seen to get me started was like watching like old school movies like Blue Lagoon with Brooke Shields being naked. That's like the only girl I saw.
Oh man, that was the movie.
National Geographic.
Watching my people. Go ahead, you can say it. Thinking about people.
I remember when I was like 6, 7. I was like, dang. We just kept on turning. It was the long susus too. The long.
Yeah, heck yeah. The susus that put in work. Those are the industrial susus, man. They fed the village. They were purely functional. Nothing
I thought
sexy
all of
about
them
it.
looked like that. I thought all of them. Yeah, all of them looked like that. I was like, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, you never watched porn before?
Back then, I didn't watch porn, but my friends had like Playboy magazines, and then there was like my friend brought over a Hustler. I said, oh my god, this is like another level. I went to Catholic school. I was like, man, hold on. Let me see again. Let me see again.
Remember when Playboy was like the magazine?
Oh man.
Shit, Maxim took care of that real quick.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, that's crazy. That is crazy.
Crazy experience, man. You guys remember?
Awesome.
I
do.
Remember, did you guys have music or no music the first time you guys did it?
Mine for me. First of all, I made sure the room was dark as hell because I was dark and she was white. And first of all, I didn't want to get caught because this was in Kentucky, So I had to creep really, really carefully. But I remember the first time I wore 2 condoms.
Hell.
Yeah, I was over in the corner. She said, "What are you doing?" I'll be right there. And I was like, "Put one on." And I looked at it and I was like, "Nope." Put another one on.
That's crazy.
And yeah, I think
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. And I just remember, dude, when we got done, I dropped off at her dorm and I walked back to man, I had to if you could have videotaped me walking back to my dorm, I would have looked like Shaft.
Oh my god.
Man, I had to step. I was like, "So."
Oh, man, that's hilarious.
I wish I could say Tupac was playing with mine, but it was not. If I had thought about it a little bit, but it wasn't I wasn't at my place. I was at my girlfriend's apartment.
Oh, your girls.
So, because I think I met her in college. I was going junior college in high school. So we started dating because I was in the same class with her.
Right.
But she could also get me beer and drinks for my friends and me because she was 21. So it was awesome. But I remember, but I think mine was totally different. I wasn't like super, at the end, I wasn't like super excited. Like I said, I thought I'd gotten her pregnant and I was like, fuck, I don't want to spend the rest of my life with this girl. Like, that's all I can think. And I'm going to like fuck up my life. And
Koji thought he was busting out the super sperm.
I know. Like, I understood that, like, in theory that, I couldn't get her pregnant, but, still, like, it just was so, like, new to me that, and I didn't wear 2 condoms. And so I was just like, wow, like, I hope I don't get, I think it just became real. Like
Right.
I'm not ready for a baby. I don't want a baby. This would be terrible. And
Yeah,
it kind of made me think a little bit about, like, if I just have sex with people and I impregnate them, my life is going to be miserable.
That's funny.
Ooh, you
I
put the
remember,
most on.
like afterwards, I didn't know, like I was, always taught to, have manners. So after we finished, I didn't know what to say, So I just like said something for both of us. I was laying there and I was like, oh, thank you, Jesus. It came out though. I was like, oh, thank you.
Well, this is why I always thought that, like, it would make sense in a lot of ways for people just to have, like, hook up with, like, prostitutes at, like, some point,
For experience.
for the first time, because then it takes away from, like, this, like, making mistakes and being, like, nervous and doing stupid shit. And then you could, like, because guys, especially, like, young men, like, I remember when I was 16, I was trying to hump everything. But if I already started humping things, I would have a clear head. This is like, I have an advice show on another podcast, and my one advice always is, like, masturbate regularly and have sex as much as possible, because the more you do that, the clearer your head is going to be. And if I was 16 and focused on, like, my life and not worrying about trying to hook up with every girl I saw, like, I could have done so much more shit. Like, I spent so much time about, like, working out and, like, doing things to, like, and talking to girls and playing sports to talk to girls and, like, trying to run into them. And, if I could have just got all that out of my head, and focus on writing at that point, my life would be different.
Oh my God, Coach. Yeah, we all have those visions when we're older now, man. Trust me. If you could go back in time and say all what you just said to your 16-year-old self, your 16-year-old self would be like, "What the fuck?"
No, I would take my 16-year-old self to, like, some prostitute and be like, "All right, fuck this girl as much as possible. Get it out of you." And then let's come back, and then and actually the irony here about that is that once you're, like, less desperate, the girls will like you more too. That's the irony of this, is because
that's just
right?
life, dude.
Well, you're not like trying to, like, fuck her. You're just like, hey, like, cool. If we're gonna hook up, we hook up. If not, we're cool too. And that's the irony of the whole thing, is the more desperate you are, right? That's like the what are those guys called who hate women? Icels, right? Right. What are they called? Like, right? They're the people that incels. Yeah. And they just think that all women are against them and they hate them. But, like, to me, it's like the more you believe that, the less women want to be with you.
Right? All right. I'm gonna tell you something, Coach. When your kid turns 16, I want to be there when you take them.
Okay. just don't tell my wife. My wife will not be okay with it.
Are you crazy? I wouldn't tell her.
But I would be like, yeah, because I think, I have this friend. Sorry, Joey, but I have this friend who, like, he's a good looking guy. He's, like, successful, has a lot of money, but he'd go to a club and be like, I'm gonna have sex with one of these girls. And then he'd go up to that girl and be like, I don't want to dance with you. You're not hot enough for me. And then the girl would be like, what? And then he'd walk away. And then by the end of the night, they're fucking. And it's because, because he's like, and he'd just walk away from them, and then they'd be like, what? Like, this guy doesn't want to have sex with me? Wow. And by the end of the night, they're like, and it's just like this weird, like, and I'm just like, why would he come up to you and tell you he doesn't want to have sex with you if he didn't really want to have sex with you? It's like,
you know what, dude? I've always said, if you treat the hot girls like they're ugly and the ugly girls like they're hot, you will never not get laid. It's so, and I've seen it. It's been proven over and over and over again. You treat the hot girls like they're coyote ugly. That alone, right there, you'll always get laid. Because you walk up to a hot girl and just look at her and be like, ugh, and then so walk away like you just said. They'll be like, and they know you're sincere. That just messes them up. That just messes them up completely. I'm serious. And I'll tell you right now, I've never been proved wrong on that one, not once. A couple of girls that I dated, and we broke up. I was never upset that they broke up with me. I was just more ego. But the minute I was like, okay, whatever. You want to talk about it? No, I'm good. I'm moving on. Wait, but what? We're done. It's
right.
It's crazy, man. Girls do not like desperate. They smell desperation. They're done.
Mm-hmm.
There's no coming back from that.
But that's why I think that the first time
you could be carrying a 9-pound hammer like myself, and it won't matter.
Wait, you actually carry a hammer around with you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's in my Under Armours. Okay.
Mine's just a fast baby carrot. He'll just he'll hit you in your eye.
My nickname in college was the Suffering. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to borrow your sword and just start slaying, man.
Oh yeah. I'm saying that it's a mace, dude. It's a mace.
All right. Well, on that note,
I got a Darth Vader helmet.
all right. On that note, why don't you tell us a little bit about the survey?
Okay, guys. So after the episode's over, guys, first of all, I want to say, Joey, thank you so much for coming on. This has been such a great day. The survey. Please fill out the survey. And when you do, the first 10 people will get a copy of Koji Stephen Sakai's awesome graphic novel about the Japanese-American experience in World War II. It's called 442. It's very informative. It's a story that has not been told and needs to be told. It needs to be made into a movie, TV show, anime, I don't care. It's a great story. All right, so fill out go to the website, click on survey, fill out the survey, and the first 10 people that we like will get a copy of it. And Koji will leave details for you in the notes for the show.
Great. And thank you, Joey, again. And thank you, Martin.
Oh, man.
Joey.
Appreciate it. Sorry, Mom, if you watch this. Sorry, Mom.
And Joey,
Right.
actually, can you tell us how people could follow you and keep in touch with you and watch some of your videos?
Yeah, definitely. My Instagram is Joey Guila. That's Guila live. That's my Instagram. And my Facebook is Joey Guila comedian.
Comedian? What? You're a comedian?
Yeah,
No, wait. Hold on a second.
Baby carrot.
Baby carrot. Okay. Sledgehammer. Oh.
Sledgehammer.
Hey, before I forget, are you Ilocano, Tagalog? What?
Oh yeah. So my dad is Pampangin. That's how you say it. Yeah, from Pampangin.
You tell me. Okay.
They have like so many syllables.
You can put.
Every time I say I'm Filipino, they just speak. I'd be like, "Yo, you Filipino?" I go, "Yeah." Alam, paper towel. What? Paper towel?
My favorite one is when my sister-in-law says comfortable. I'm like, wow,
yeah, comfortable.
You say convertible?
when it sounds smart, right? When you're talking, they're trying to sound smart. They go, well, actually. Yeah, they say actually. Yeah.
Wow. That's cool, man.
Oh,
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah, my people. I love my people. It's funny, man.
Yeah, my wife makes the best pancit, bro.
Oh my gosh, I just made some 2 days ago. I want to try your wife's.
Oh, dude, she makes the best pancit. She makes the best lumpia. Oh, first of all, I've never seen anyone sit there for hours with a razor blade cutting the beans. That's how she rolls, dude. It's bananas.
Yo,
bananas. But because her mom is an amazing cook, and she's passed it down to my wife. And I just put a good handle on my adobo. Yeah, I make a vicious pork adobo with pork baby back ribs. Boom!
Ooh, with the baby back ribs too.
Heck yeah, man!
Yeah, you making me. Yeah, my gout is this conversation.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on, and really appreciate it.
Oh man, much love you guys. Man.
Yeah, Joey. Looking forward to seeing more of your work, buddy. Looking forward to seeing more of it.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Koji, for working with you a couple years ago, man. I had a good time, brother. Thanks for having me on Comedy Invasion.
Bye,
that's right. Cool. All right, Joey.
All right, take care, guys.
Thank you, Joey.